How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be bringing you guys the information from the SDS live stream over on Twitch. At the very beginning of their stream, they talked a little bit about the patch notes and patch 1.15, and talks a little bit about minor gameplay tuning on legend difficulty with foul balls, similar to the last patch, and they also talked about how it would only be online based. So let's go ahead and get into this gameplay. I thought that they would expand a little bit more on that patch, but we'll have to see when it comes out and look into the notes further. But the content that they revealed is absolutely amazing. The first item that we see here is going to be a set 16 headliner pack. There are going to be 2 signature series cards featured in this pack like we've seen throughout the season. These packs are going for 5,000 subs on the market. You can purchase 5 of them in the pack store, and the first item is the 97 overall signature series Willie Stargell. Definitely a really good card, fan favorite. Let's go ahead and reveal his stats. This content will be dropping around 12 p.m. noon Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern time, possibly a little bit earlier is what they mentioned during the stream. But this Willie Stargell is definitely really good. 111 contact versus right, 89 versus left, 115 power versus right, and 98 power versus left. 89 vision. Kind of reminds me of a Duke Snider, but has a little bit worse fielding. Not as much contact versus left, but more power, and not as high vision, but definitely a solid card. Has better defense than Frank Thomas over at first base, just by a couple attributes, but he has better arm as well. This card also plays the outfield. Definitely a solid lefty bat. The next card in this headliner pack is going to be Benito Santiago. Definitely a good defensive catcher. Reminds me more of that Russell Martin from the All-Star pack, or the Signature Series pack, I mean. But definitely a solid card. I mean, he has better defense, more of a defensive catcher. 85 fielding, which will give him the gold fielding badge in the field. But 95 arm strength, pretty close to the creative player. And should be pretty good for you. I mean, 100 vision, solid swing. Doesn't really have the quick compact swing, but definitely has a two-handed swing. And then for the next part of the video, they talked a little bit about a new event that's going to be coming out, a Hall of Fame event. And here is one of the rewards. Let's go ahead and hop right into it. I thought this was pretty awesome to see. I could tell right away that this is Edgar Martinez, and one of the best DHs of all time, if not the best one. You could argue that David Ortiz is right there with him. But anyway, this card is going to be awesome. A great pinch hitter, a great bench bat for you. He can also play a little bit of defense at third base and first base. This card, not everybody might not know who this guy is, but definitely a solid card. Let's go ahead and reveal his stats right here. 118 contact versus right, 125 versus left, solid power in the 90s versus both sides, 109 vision, doesn't really have the best fielding, but at third base, we see the Diamonds Special Edition Chipper Jones. He's all right over there. He has similar fielding stats, and definitely the hitting stats are what's going to separate this card from other third basemen in the game. So the next one is going to be Lee Smith. They also did a nice video for the Lee Smith, but I just wanted to take a screenshot of this. I thought this was a cool capture of him celebrating. Let's go ahead and reveal his ratings as well. 33 stamina, which is pretty solid for a closing pitcher. Probably the highest closing pitcher, one of the highest we have so far, along with Goose, Dennis Eckersley, guys like that, Raleigh Fingers. But this card definitely has solid hits and Ks per 9 at 98, 120. Solid walks per 9 and control at 81 and 89. Good home runs per 9, 95. That's elite. 107 clutch is pretty good as well. 97 velocity with 90 break. The thing about this card is he has a forkball. He throws it pretty slow. This might be a better card rather than using Raleigh Fingers, the Brewers Team Affinity card. But anyway, this is definitely a solid option. You can get this card by completing the event as well, in the Hall of Fame event, and that's what I'm going to be showing you guys right here. This is the Hall of Fame Event 1. There's going to be a series of these events, very similar to the All-Star events where we had that Travis Hafner and Omar Vizquel unlockable. You get these vouchers by playing a variety of games, 3-inning games on Hall of Fame difficulty, Diamond, Legends, or Silver, or below Live Series players, and max team overall at 85. So this is an awesome event. It is on Hall of Fame difficulty, so it should be pretty good. Should have some skill gap in there as well, and you only need 20 wins to get 4 vouchers, so every 5 wins you get a voucher. Pretty solid. You won't be able to unlock the Lee Smith or the Edgar Martinez until a future event, like the second one for Lee Smith and then the third event for Edgar Martinez. But definitely really good cards to have in this game, and cards to look forward to, like that Omar Vizquel and that Travis Hafner. Anyway, let's go ahead and hop into the rest of the program. As we see here, collect 6 of these vouchers for Lee Smith, collect 9 of them for Edgar Martinez, and then of course to collect 12 for the 20 show packs. And the XP is definitely worth it in my opinion in this program to play those event games. I think the event's a lot of fun anyway. I had a lot of fun with the previous event, in the All-Star event and the Moonshot event, so anyway, I will be doing this and unlocking those cards. It's good stubs regardless. You can always sell these players on the market. So let's go ahead and hop into this fifth inning program. This is what everybody's been waiting for. Let's go ahead and hop right into it. Solid content all around. The very first reveal for this one had nothing to do with the screenshot that they revealed. I wasn't really sure what they were trying to hint at during that screenshot on Twitter, but it is a Josh Donaldson. There was some thought that Josh Donaldson might have a signature series card, let's say at the 200 program stars or something along those lines. But he does get a 99 overall signature series card. Let's go ahead and show his stats right here. 97 contact versus right, 102 versus left, 101 versus right, and 115 versus left in terms of power. And 90 vision, definitely solid. He has the discipline and the clutch as well. Gold fielding at 85, 85 arm strength. This card's going to be really good. I have George Brett over there at third base right now, so I don't necessarily think I'll choose this card for the fifth inning program, but nonetheless, good for Blue Jays fans. Josh Donaldson was a cover boy a couple years ago, and definitely a fan favorite as well. I think a lot of guys will be looking to use this card out. And he has a great swing in this game. The live series Josh Donaldson is one of the best cards, one of the best golds in the game, in my opinion. So I think this card's going to be chosen by a few people, even though some of the other cards in this program might be a little bit better. We did see Bob Gibson was revealed on Twitter yesterday, and I'll be go ahead and playing the clip from him right here. This is the Bob Gibson card. St. Louis Cardinals legend recently is battling some illnesses. That's what they mentioned on the live stream. That's horrible to hear, and my best wishes go out to him and his family. But this card was awesome in MLB The Show 18. I really enjoyed using this card. He was my number 3 pitcher end game, and I used him throughout the entire year. After unlocking him, he was one of the first legends or immortals that I went after, and his stats are definitely really good. I was kind of looking at his stats in MLB The Show 18, and they're very similar to this year's game in MLB The Show 19, but the only thing is he has a little bit less control at 86. I think he had like 89 walks per 9 and 89 control in last year's game, but definitely the hits and Ks per 9 are increased, as well as the home runs per 9 at 96. That plays more of an effect in this year's game, and the 105 clutch is awesome as well. He's not going to have diamond fielding because he has 89 fielding. He will have that gold badge, but definitely a solid fielder as a pitcher as well. 125 stamina is elite, and this card will actually probably be able to hit a little bit as well. They didn't show the hitting stats on this guy, but I'm excited to see this card. I will definitely be picking up this guy, whether I pick him from the program or buy him off the market. He will be on the squad and in the rotation. Definitely an endgame pitcher with this pitching repertoire. And they did mention that he has 99 break on that slider, coming in at 90 miles an hour. Verlander will be taking a seat because that is Verlander's best pitch, and he will gladly replace Verlander in the rotation. But anyway, I won't be able to get this card for at least a couple days or so. The content does drop tomorrow, like I mentioned earlier in the video. But let's go ahead and reveal this last card. This is what everybody wants to see right here. Is this Yankees player? I could tell right away that this is Lou Gehrig. I was so excited to see Lou Gehrig revealed in the live stream. This is definitely the card I will be choosing in the program. 99 overall, Lou Gehrig, the signature series card, 6 foot hitting first baseman. This card is absolutely amazing. Honestly, probably will be the best hitter in the game. As we see his stats right here, absolutely legendary. 125 contact versus right, 119 versus left, 112 power, 106 power, 125 vision, 125 discipline, and 125 clutch. I think that this card is like a little bit of a lesser Babe Ruth, but at the same time, he can play first base. I'm not sure if Babe Ruth will be able to play first base in this year's game, but this card will be my first baseman, hands down. I'm going to be getting this card as quickly as possible and looking to sell him for some stubs and then buy him back as his price drops down. But I think that this card is going to be the most expensive card on the market because there are a lot of Yankees fans out there that want this guy, and he is an amazing hitter. I think as well as the fact that Frank Thomas is free might make this card's price drop a little bit, but I still think that a lot of people will like to use this card over Frank Thomas and then use Frank Thomas off of the bench. But that's just my opinion. There's still a lot more content to be revealed in this video, so let me go ahead and get right into it. This next screenshot is going to be the program. As we can see right here, it does have it also has the Conquest Challenge. There is a turn-based conquest. I'll be getting into that in the next screenshot, but the 5th inning voucher is going to be very important in this one. We also see some diamond rewards for signature bat flips and stuff like that for the creative player and whatnot. Road to the show. Similar to the previous programs, if you guys have played the previous programs in this game, you know what I'm talking about. But let's go ahead and get into this conquest. This is probably what you guys are asking, how to complete. I do make these conquest videos, and I will be making one for this type of video as well. how to complete this map rather quickly. There are going to be some turn-based conquest missions. We see 8 strongholds listed here, and one of the missions is capture the Yankees on turn 1, capture the Rays in 2 turns or less, and capture the Milwaukee Brewers in turn 3 or less. So I will be making a video on how to do this. Stay tuned for that as well. When this stuff drops tomorrow, that is the first thing I'm going to be doing. And let's go ahead and hop into this next content. There's some more cards to be revealed. At 100 program stars, you can choose one of these diamonds. 86 overall Matt Williams, 86 overall Singwon Oh, and 85 overall Gio Gonzalez. My mistake. But definitely some good cards for a budget team. If you're just looking to build your stubs up 5K at a time, this might be the way to do it. I mean, by just grinding out the program, you get these free diamonds, free stubs, and good event players. So anyway, you might be able to use some of these during the Hall of Fame event. I don't really know. But let's go ahead and hop into the 200 program stars players. 3 signature series cards, including a brand new legend in Garrett Anderson. We also have a Brandon Phillips signature series and a Jack Morris. I'm going to go ahead and reveal the stats on some of these cards right here. This is the Garrett Anderson, a brand new legend into the game. Anaheim Angels players. He played for the variety of the Angels, I guess, team names. The California Angels, Anaheim Angels of whatever the heck they were called. I mean, all the variety of team names changes that they had. But definitely a good card. Garrett Anderson, a solid contact hitter. More of a contact hitter. I mean, does have decent power. 81-77 isn't that bad. He will have the bomber quirk, I believe. And definitely solid fielding. I mean, more of a bench bat. I wouldn't really use this guy out in left field, fielding-wise. But anyway, solid content. This next card is going to be Jack Morris. This is probably the card I'm going to select from the program. You just can never have enough pitchers, never have enough good pitchers at that. And 120 stamina, 93 hits and Ks per 9. Decent control, but he has that forkball, the really slow changeup. I think this card's going to be pretty good. Jack Morris with the 115 clutch as well. I'm a Tigers fan. I got to select this guy. The next card is also really good, though. Brandon Phillips. At a 895 overall, Brandon Phillips. He's more of a defensive player, but does have some pop as well. Has a really good swing in this game. The two-handed short compact swing is really nice. Solid player all around. I mean, I was more of a big fan of Brandon Phillips when he played. When he was in his prime, I really enjoyed watching him on defense and stuff like that, but I don't necessarily think I'll use this card in-game. I might try him out because he'll be fairly cheap, but solid second baseman. I already have Roberto Alomar, so that's kind of where I'm thinking along those lines. But the very next thing I want to talk about is what you get for completing past the 300-star mark and unlocking those bosses that I showed before. Last program, we saw a choice pack from April. This time we see a choice pack for May monthly awards. And this doesn't guarantee you a diamond or a gold card. Or it actually guarantees you a gold card, but you have also a chance at getting a diamond. It's pretty rare to get the diamond pack, I would say. But if you do get the diamond, then you have a choice to pick any diamond from May, including that Derek Dietrich, cards like that. But anyway, the gold cards can even sell for a good amount at the beginning when you can unlock 5. If you can get 500 program stars first, then you can sell those gold for a good amount of stubs as well. At 600 stubs, we do see the All-Star Game pack. The choice pack that automatically gives you a 91 plus player, similar to those moments that we had earlier. I think this is solid in general. I mean, they're just giving us free stuff at the end for just continuing to play the game and grind out these programs even after completing it. For the 99 overall players, I think it's an excellent idea. I think it's an outstanding job by SDS. And all around, I really enjoyed this live stream and some of the content. I mean, I think the chat was a lot better in there. I saw a lot of people saying that they like the cards in Lou Gehrig, Bob Gibson, and Josh Donaldson. But I think that, I mean, they could release any cards in this game. I'll be pumped up about it. I'm really having a good time with all the content. And it's just nice to see everybody's reaction in a positive way this time around. But anyway, for the upcoming schedule, we do have the 5th inning program released tomorrow. There's also the Hall of Fame event starting tomorrow, a roster update. Then we'll have new ranked seasons rewards on the 22nd coming up here in the next couple days. Then Fuzzy's going to reveal his Sony Partner Moments mission and player. And then a new legend and content drop the following Thursday. So that's going to be awesome. And then we see here the 5th inning bosses. It's going to be great to get into this. I'm going to try and get this program finished ASAP and get that Lou Gehrig, possibly sell them, and then collect all 3 once again. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will have that Conquest video out for you guys soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.